Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing good. I'm doing great. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm just gonna go off script, not to say I might have visual script before, but today's video I'm just gonna speak on what's on my mind, right? And right now what you're watching is in a certain time of your life where you're transitioning or you just don't know what to do with your life, you're questioning your life's decisions right now, you're contemplating if you're even if you even want to do what you want to do, right? Everything is gonna work out for you, no matter what. Okay. Spoiler alert! I know. I'm sorry. I spoiled the ending for your life, but everything's gonna work out for you. Okay. And whether you're going through a bad breakup, or you just got laid off, or you're going through it right now with a loss in your family, whether it's your family, friend, so on and so forth, right? Right now, you don't understand why you're going through what you're going through, but I need you to listen to me, okay? Everything is happening for you, not to you, okay? Stay with me here, okay? Everything is happening for you, not to you, okay? Let's stop going back to being in that victim mindset. Oh, everything happens to me. Why is this happening to me? Like, no, it's just happening for you, right? Because with everything in life, there's always a little lesson there or a big lesson that needs to be learned, right? Whether it's through the loss of someone you care about, or someone betraying you, or you losing out on that job, or you getting rejected, right? Because at the end of the day, like, it's all about perspective, right? Of course, losing someone is, I'm not saying it's like a lesson, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, we do eventually have to learn how to grieve, because what we have here is borrowed time. Eventually it's going to be the time, well, of course that's a whole different topic, right? But eventually our time is coming, right? We're not promised tomorrow, so that's why we have to make the best out of it, right? But just recognize that everything is happening for us, not to us. So because let's say you get rejected, right? Whether it's a love interest or someone you're interested with, or it's a job that you really wanted, right? And then you get rejected, right? And then you start to question yourself. You kind of go down a spiral, right? Like, dang, like, is this really for me? And like, am I really cut off for this? And I'll be honest, it's completely valid to be having those doubts, because at the end of the day, like, rejection hurts. I'm not saying it's something that's easy. It's never easy being rejected, right? But I need you to understand, once one door closes, a lot more open, okay? Keep that in mind, right? Because, for example, I had a situation where I got rejected by someone, right? And I was wondering why it didn't work out with me, right? But then I found out this individual, she was doing a lot of shady stuff behind my back. And okay, I'm like, okay, I'm really glad it didn't work out between her and I, because had she said yes, she would have done those things behind my back, right? Another example I'll use for myself, right? I remember I wanted this job really badly. I really wanted it. I worked really hard. I prepped up for the interview, right? I was getting everything ready. I was like, okay, I'm bringing my A game, right? And I'll be honest, I completely folded. I'll be honest. I folded, and I was mad at myself, because I really wanted that job, honestly. But of course I didn't get it. But looking back at it now, I see what's going on in the world right now, and I see how that job in particular is being impacted. And me being rejected by that job was no longer seen as a curse, but a blessing in disguise, right? So now I'm really happy that I got rejected by that individual or that job, right? Because now I'm in the path that I'm meant to be, right? I don't have to think about what could have happened to someone, what could have happened to me if I was there, so on and so forth. I don't even want to think about it anymore. I'm glad I got rejected, right? But I wanted to let you know that when you get rejected or something bad happens to you, embrace it. Embrace it, okay? Teach yourself the compassion, because you need to be compassionate with yourself, right? You're a human being. You're gonna experience anger, sadness. You're gonna cry. I'll be honest. When I got rejected by a job, I was so mad at myself. I started tearing up. I'll keep it. I will keep it 100 with you guys. I was upset at myself. I was distraught. Like I was done with myself, right? But now that I see what's happening, there's always, that's what I say. Like, whether you believe in God or not, God's always looking out for me, right? I'm a big believer in God. God's always looking out for me. And if you don't believe in God, then the universe or whatever you believe in, right? I mean, I don't know what religion you're gonna be if you're watching this, right? But everything always works out for us, right? And we think rejection is honestly a blessing, right? Rejection is redirection, right? Because no, at the end of the day, just means next one, next opportunity, right? Keep it moving, right? Don't get discouraged when you get rejected, right? Rejection is a great thing. That when you get rejected, that means that they're not for you, okay? Again, not for you. I'm gonna repeat that one more time because I need to hear it myself. When they say no, that means they're not for you, okay? Or it's not for you. Whether it's a job or a person, right? Think that is a great thing. You don't have to be tied down to that anymore or to them. You can keep moving forward, right? Of course, if you did stumble, embrace the pain, heal, do what you got to do, right? But keep moving forward, okay? Because this world is not gonna stop spinning for any of us, right? No matter how low we are, this world's not gonna keep on. It's not gonna stop spinning for us. Yes, we need to be kind to ourselves because this world is already like life can be very unforgiving sometimes. Sometimes I gotta go back to my 9 to 5 and guess what? Like all these things that have happened the day before and have to act like it's nothing. Right? Like it's tough out here. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say it's easy. It's not easy. I've sat through those days too, contemplating like, dang, like what am I even really doing here? So honestly, like just be patient with yourself, do what you have to do, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, because at the end of the day, like you also don't know what other people got going on either. You know what I'm saying? Like you drive by so many people, you walk by so many people, whether it's by your job or you're in this city, right? Everyone's got their own life. Everyone's got their own set of problems. And of course, everyone's got their own celebrations or downfalls, but everyone's got their own life, right? That they gotta take care of. So be kind to one another. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be mean. We're all human beings here. It honestly breaks my heart to see people be mean to each other because at the end of the day, like you never know when someone's last day is, or you don't know what they're thinking or their state of mind or what they're going through. So even just smiling at them for a bit, right? Just saying like, hey, like, you look nice today, or even just saying, oh, I like your shoes, or I like the way you think, or even just saying, I like the way you carry yourself. You stand out. Like just saying, just little things like that. You never know how they can make someone's day, right? So just be kind to yourself, be kind to others, because at the end of the day, maybe they're that way for a reason. Maybe they had some traumatic event in their childhood that they can't get over. And of course, again, they should be responsible for it at one point in their life, right? But at the end of it, sometimes people aren't cognizant of that, right? They're not self-aware that they have these issues, right? Because they're so used to being in that state of mind that they see it as normal now, right? So if you ever catch yourself and you catch yourself like, oh, I'm not in the right state of mind or something's wrong with me, the fact that you recognize that there's something wrong with you is a blessing in itself. Like, I need you guys to understand that, because there's a lot of people that walk outside and they don't see wrong in their actions, right? Maybe they might not be self-aware. If they're not self-aware, okay, we could maybe guide them, right? But even then, it's still their choice to change. Now, if they are self-aware and they know they're in a state of mind where they're hurt and they're constantly hurting others, okay, now that's a dangerous individual altogether, right? Because they're self-aware and they're not doing anything about it. Moral of the story is be kind to yourself and be kind to others, because at the end of the day, you don't know what they're going through. You really don't. And at the end of the day, last thing you need to do is spend your last day alive being sad or mad about what someone did to you or how they hurt you, right? Like, life is too short to be holding grudges for people who don't deserve it. No one is above forgiveness. Even if they don't deserve it, forgive them, because you deserve peace. Don't let them deprive you out of your joy because of a grudge. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying your crash out's not valid. By all means, maybe they did you dirty, maybe they talk mad, they talk really bad about you, right? Super disrespectful, right? But at the end of the day, like, don't give them the time and day, because the second you don't forgive them, they have power over you, they can control you, because what? They show up at your doorstep, they tell you something, you're gonna get mad, you're gonna get reactive. And they don't deserve that power. So yeah, so I just want to say that message. So whoever's watching this, I hope this is valuable for you. And if you enjoyed this type of content, please subscribe for more. I'll definitely be doing more rants like this. But yes, please take care of yourself. Do what you have to do. Love yourself, love others around you, because life is too precious to be holding on to people, not on grudges, better yet said. Life is too precious, because what if today is your last day alive and you spend it mad? Would you be happy with that? Especially if it's because someone did you dirty? Whether it's a friend, or someone cut you off on the road, or things just didn't go the way you planned them to. Like, let it go. Be compassionate towards yourself, because at the end of the day, you deserve it. And no one's going to give it to you unless you give it to yourself. Unless you give it to yourself first, okay? So, I love y'all. Please take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day or night, whenever you're watching this. And I'll speak to you guys soon, okay? Y'all take care.